what's the deal, and if you guys are old, what that should do. All right, keep in mind that these messages are general. Okay, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me on the next one, and hopefully it sticks. Okay, now collective, there's this energy, as you see by the title, right, that drug your ass up in here. Okay. Something about test driving before you buy. Okay, I'm getting a lot of downloads when it comes to this. Okay, hey Tainted, I'm getting a lot of downloads when it comes to this because maybe some of you guys could have recently bought a new car. Okay, some of you guys could be looking to get a new car. I don't know. Maybe somebody's like, well, I need to see how it drives first before I buy it. Or maybe there's a scenario here where somebody was like, oh, I didn't test drive it before I bought it. Now this is this. Okay, so also too, I feel like a lot of people have just been testing you as far as like maybe just who you are as a person, your character, the ways in which they want you to react. Okay, hey Raul, blessings. All right, there is a love interest, or the way in which a love interest here operates. This could be you, this could be your person. Okay, maybe they feel as though they need to test drive it before they buy it, before they get to spending or get to being like, wanting to like truly invest, right? Maybe this is somebody who feels like I need to know, like that's maybe an important thing to someone when it comes to a relationship, right? Or maybe that was because we got growth here, right? Maybe that was a thing when it came to somebody like, I need to feel you on a sexual tip before we take it anywhere, right? Or before I get to wanting to buy things for you and take you places and go here and there or whatever that is, all right? So growth. It says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness, right? So this could be somebody that could be, or just, I feel like you have grown in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me think of like this Instagram reel that I remember seeing that, but it was basically talking about like how there was a guy who like tried to test this girl, right, to see what she would do, or I forgot whatever the scenario was. It wasn't probably that deep to me, but it was something around that type of situation, right? So this can be somebody who maybe they have, with this sense of consciousness and awareness, they've dealt with people who only probably wanted them for their money, their finances, like, superficial type of things. So maybe this is somebody who feels like they have to go about it in this way in order to see if, this is actually somebody that I would even want to give to. Like, somebody feels as though like people put themselves in positions when it came to them to like put up this front or wear this mask, as far as like they were really there for them, but it was only for like whatever the benefit was. Okay, but as you grow, as you heal from certain things, like you get to just really see the ways in which people operate, like if they still operate in ways that's childish, right? So hey y'all, welcome in. Hit that like button if we hitting on something. Show your girl some love. We family now. Shit, scoot over, make room, come on. All right, what else? Ooh, yeah, collective, I love this energy. You growing, you changing, you no longer like, oh, go look at that reading I had did the other day when it said you're no longer who you used to be, and that's okay, because I feel like this has a lot to do with that, right? It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. All right, you can have somebody that's like grown. Okay, when I look at growth, it made me think grown. Maybe this is somebody that feels as though you are somebody that makes them like change their ways. Maybe they want to have some sort of like movement with you, but they know like with however it is that this is going, we gotta put some type of movement to it. We gotta put some type of movement to it. Somebody could like to work on cars. Like maybe somebody could be building a car. Maybe with growth, you've been seeing your progress when it comes to that. Maybe there's some as you build it, you're noticing certain type of things that maybe you had in mind that you wanted to do that you changed now that you did something maybe a different way. Okay, that can be significant for someone here. But collective, it's like even with people that like try and test you to see if they can even get away with like trying to treat you or hold you in some type of regard that they did in the past, maybe with growth, maybe when you were younger, it just does not, it's not able to happen now that you have grown. Okay, you've changed. So like maybe I'm getting people pleaser. Like you could have been somebody who was always a people pleaser. So the ways in which the ways in which you initiate things is totally different from how you used to before. As you should, collective. Okay? As you should. We always want to be loving and giving and nurturing. You know, but don't, like I always say, don't be no fool. Like, as you grow with consciousness and awareness, you know when it's, you know when somebody like genuinely is putting your life to cause some type of difference with change, whether it be in the way in which you think, the way in which you move, the way in which you love, the way in which you are a friend to someone, a family member. A lot goes into it. And I feel like, yeah, with empathy here, you have a you are well versed when it comes to understanding people at this point. You know, it's kind of like you're not in this energy of wanting to like fight fire with fire. When it comes to empathy, it says, I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. So as you've grown, it's like, all right, if anything is, I'm hearing, if it's not directed, it's not respected. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how is it that a lot of people want to have a certain type of respect for you, or from you, if anything is not really directed? Okay, because you are somebody, I feel like, who is open to seeing both sides of the situation. And in order for that to happen, what? Movement has to happen. Movement has to happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do something the adult way. Can't keep operating in the ways in which you used to. That childish shit. It's like, no, we older now. It's an elephant in a room, or whatever the case may be. So if I really care about you, you care about me, and we want to grow together, you know what I'm saying? With change here, like I like this energy, especially when it comes to love, you know, because it's like it's kind of like if we're gonna grow old together with change here, we have to understand that we are no, you know what I'm saying? We were no longer the person that we was when we was 10 years old, 15 years old, when we got to being 18, to when we got to being 21, 25, those staple years. Like, we are no longer, I mean, you shouldn't be. I mean, come on. You shouldn't be acting the same way that you did. You should have acquired some sort of wisdom or knowledge or understanding within yourself and other people that helps you navigate life in a much more peaceful way. If all your years you grew up and it was nothing but like chaos and conflict, always arguing and things like that, I can see, especially with empathy, how that could be probably something where you are accustomed to. So when you get around peaceful environments, or when you have friends where you don't ever have to worry about this person talking about you, backstabbing you. They show up when you need them. Same for love in the same aspect. A motherfucker that just care how you feel, how you doing. That is really, they know how they feel. You know what I'm saying? But if they walk in on you and they see that your energy is totally different, that's somebody that's going to recognize that without you having to tell them, because they have a certain level of empathy to where they connect with people. Okay, and there's 5 people in here, 5 likes. That's so crazy. Y'all could have been seeing 555 a lot, and 5 speaks of change. Okay, I'm hearing change, change, change. Okay, so also, as I'm freaking sitting here singing the song that I had got, you are definitely somebody that like somebody will want to like have in a life on a real, like you keep, it's giving pinky promises, like you keep your pinky promises. Okay, you keep them. Because I got Sierra promise. Okay, this could be a friend, cousin, lover, whatever the case may be. Best because I was also getting Drake's best I ever had song as well. Okay, so whoever this lover is, they love you in your natural state, like when you don't feel like you have to put a lot of shit on you or whatever, like when you are just naturally you. This person is like, ooh, because you know in that song he was like sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. Like somebody just really loves looking at you in your natural state. All right. Oh my God. But oh yeah, the song I was getting right was Sierra Promise. She like, I'm looking for somebody I can call, boo. Looking for someone that I can give my all to. Tell me if it's you. What you wanna do, make a move. You can be my teacher, I'll do homework. You can give me extra credit, baby, I'll do more work. Hey, me and my homegirl was fucking dying. Even just when you really break down the lyrics of how simplified the shit was back in the day, but it was banging. It was banging. Me and my friend was just real. These dudes, they was on GTA playing the game, right? And Chris Brown he was singing Chris Brown. He was like, I'm gonna show you why I'm making straight A's in school. That nigga started laughing. He said, that nigga really said that? He said, I'm gonna show you why I'm making straight A's in school. And it was funny though, because I picked up on this energy in another reading, how like, you know, people would just make fun of you for like being good, doing good. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got some family members like, I don't know, or friends is just always they're gonna try and make fun of you. I don't know. This probably makes these people feel good. But they was fucking laughing at that shit. I could not. I was cracking up at like 3 in the morning. I was like, they are stupid. But you've grown, so I don't know. Maybe like, I feel like you know when you can like really joke with somebody off of some shit and it don't feel like it's shady or offensive, versus a feeling or a vibe that you get from somebody that tends to do that to you, and it's really like, yeah, no, bitch, that's really shade, because I already know you don't really kind of like me like that, and you know, you don't have to really say that, but haha, right? It's kind of like that, like, ooh, you don't have to look at me like that, or like, you don't have to say it like that, or like, it's like that with whoever that energy is. Okay, maybe that's somebody that needs to grow up. Like maybe this is somebody who feels as though they could always like I don't know, speak over you, bully you, kind of treat you as if you are beneath them in some type of way when you come around. But with empathy, I feel like you start to look at people in a way of like, I understand because I'm not doing anything, you know what I'm saying? It's you are very well aware of your surroundings, what's going on. And as you grow and as you elevate, how your energy, your frequency, your aura tends to change. You're very well aware of that. So you can tell how it can kind of make some type of motherfuckers change up, switch up, act a little uncomfortable when you are around. But it's like, I get it. You're like, I get it. I feel like you're very intuitive too with empathy. But I feel like that just goes with listening to your intuition, because you know in your heart and heart, as you grow, you have some type of like pureness about you, you know? I feel like it took a lot of things that you had to change within your life in order to really invite or really like bask in this energy that you've always naturally been in. Maybe with empathy, with you always being somebody that was always so open to seeing both sides of the situation. I feel like you've experienced a point in life where up until probably this goddamn point, you was like, y'all not even trying to see shit from my side, or you're not even open to seeing anything on my side. So whatever somebody else says, does, or do in regards to you that goes up against you, you already see that it's, you know, that's already how people have assumed or perceived you. And with change here, you know what I'm saying, you can't change that when it comes to people. That's on them. People gonna think and feel however they do about you. And that should not change anything that you got going on in your life. Let them feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Draw a picture of it and hang it up on a motherfucking wall. On the real. Because I feel like, again, like you're still open to seeing stuff on both sides, but just because you are somebody that's like that does not mean that you have to keep someone in your energy or in your space. Okay? Because doubt, it's a lack of like trust here with these type of people. Okay? It says, I release the need to know all the answers. But you want to know something too, with you test driving before you buy it, that type of energy. I feel like when it comes to people in general that you come across that may really be on this certain type of frequency, or whatever type of level of mindset, way of being that you're on, I feel like your instant reaction to like maybe new people could be that doubt, because it's like soon as you give a motherfucker the benefit of you know what I'm saying, someone growing on you, and you making certain changes in your life to incorporate them or inquire them or whatever the case may be, then comes the doubt. Right? But I feel like you have that type of energy because like it's a certain type of care or love or understanding that you have to have with someone, especially with empathy. You want to be with other people that are open-minded as well, especially when it comes to friendships, love, and things like that. You want to be with somebody that knows how to handle situations in a mature manner, because again, as you grow, as things change, you may butt heads with certain people, places, or things. Like with this with where you're at in your growth process, collective, I feel like you did have a lot of people that was envious of you, because the ways in which you cared about them, loved them, nurtured them, it was kind of like, okay, I'm trying to have empathy for this situation as far as how it got here, but like I didn't do shit to get it the fuck there. That's your energy. You're like, if we're gonna be grown, we're gonna be grown. We're gonna address it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We not. It says, I'm the same as everyone, but with different challenges. Okay. I feel like a lot of people envy the way in which like you may be so head on when it comes to certain things, as far as like not wanting to cause something to be so the same. It's like if growth is happening somewhere, I don't know, maybe you like outgrown some people. Again, like the way in which you move, the way in which you operate, the way in which you think, it has changed, collective. It has changed. And it's like, I don't know, maybe there was a situation here where like somebody could have really showed their true colors, and it's like, no, like let me explain, let me do this. Like you like, okay, well let me listen to both sides of the situation. You know what I'm saying? But it's an energy here. I don't know. This is like somebody trying to revive some shit. As far as like with doubt here, maybe somebody got one end of the story, but with doubt, somebody's like, yeah, I doubt that this person will want to even like probably extend their end of the story. All right, so let me see. What's the tea? What y'all got going on, collective? What y'all got going on? I do feel like you have really turned into being a really empathetic person. Like, I was looking at one of my friends' posts, and he was talking about, I think it was like the difference between empathy and sympathy. And I can't remember which one of the which was which. Okay, but oh, that's so funny. Somebody could be calling you a witch, especially if you are spiritual. People are crazy, man. People crazy. People be so shook, more so shook at the fact that God instills gifts into all of us that help the next person. People can have gifts and be very selfish, okay? But that's how you can tell when it's people of light, when they just love doing whatever it is that they are doing, okay? Maybe, again, people felt like they had to test you, like, or like people feel like you're testing them, or I don't know what the fuck that is. Anywho, let's move on. What's the tea when it comes to this situation? What is the tea? Ain't shit. I'm hearing that song. Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfucking sell me nothing. I bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Somebody's name could be Nikki. Okay. You got a lot of people, like, collective. I feel like you changed a lot with your physicality, too. Because when I said Nikki, it made me think of Nikki Parker. You know, when Nikki Parker was like, hey, and it was, he used to always, like, want her, offer him, whatever. But she was so in love with him, and she was so persistent. And I think it wasn't in one episode when she ended up dating someone else, and he started to feel a certain type of way. Okay. I don't know. Like, I feel like you've grown up, you've changed, you've grown into yourself. And, like, maybe, again, that people-pleasing energy. Like, you're not, like, just all over people. Like, oh, yes, no, you're not on that type of shit. Okay, so with empathy, based off of how these people, you know how these people may have treated you, you, like, you know these people ain't shit. They wasn't shit back then, and and I feel like it took for you to grow up and change in some type of way for these people to probably want to affiliate or associate themselves with you now. But I feel like with doubt here, it's that energy of like, why are you here? Okay, with I release the need to know all the answers. But these people, their energy when it comes to doubt is like, I doubt collective would probably want to fuck with me, given how I know I treated them back in the days, long time ago days. It's very much so given back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Okay, but these people still ain't shit. I feel like whatever it is that you got going on, whatever changes that you have been making towards yourself that has caused, like, not only you to have love for people, but people to have love for you when it comes to empathy. What's that ain't shit? Travel. Okay, some of you guys can be traveling soon. You finna pack a bag. Okay, it's finna be rolling down the airport hallways. Okay, some of y'all can like to have like airport fits. Okay. Somebody that you got some people that like because of how you probably look or what you're doing in life or whatever that is. Like, these are people that's like, oh, let's go on a trip. Like, let's go to Miami. But I don't know why I'm getting, you know how they say when bitches go to Miami, they come back not friends or some shit. Like, I don't know. These are people that just really want to be in your energy. Okay, karmic friends. Listen, y'all. Look, can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I feel like it has a lot to do because, like, maybe you are not really they want to get close enough to you with thief at the bottom to see how they are able to, like, either take something from you, gain some type of information to take opportunities, or ooh wee. You don't want to be around anybody that caused you to have some type of doubt about them. Like, I release the need to know all the answers. These are the type of motherfuckers that ask too many questions. Why are you asking me so many questions about what I got going on, what's changed in my life? Why do you want to be so updated on that? It's a million other things that we can fucking talk about. And why is it that you want to know what I have been doing in regards to every aspect of growth in my life? It's like monitoring though. With empathy, you would tell if it's somebody who really has that certain type of empathy for you. Like, man, how you been? Like, I've seen how much you've grown, how much you changed. Like, what you up to? I'm genuinely, like, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely just want to know. Like, but it's some people that ain't shit that really just want to get close to you because they see whatever it is that you've gone through and shit like that, and how much you have grown and changed, and they're like, I wasn't able to achieve this for myself, by myself, given what I know Collective been through versus what I've been through. Maybe I can take some motherfucking notes. And that's what they doing, Collective. That's what they doing. People crazy. Fake account. It's a whole lot of fake shit going on. Okay, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Okay, so you can have some people that you could have blocked that was in this ancient ass energy. Maybe with them making these fake accounts, they like, I doubt Collective would probably know that it's me. But I feel like you don't fall out with too many people to not know, like, if all of a sudden XYZ 1 2 3 4 5 8 9 is watching your shit. Okay. Oh my God. I'm telling you, like, they feel, whoever this person, they feel it on their end. That's exactly why somebody here is like making these fake accounts, grudge, because they can't let something go. They can't let the fact that you've outgrown them. You're growing up and they still on the same childish ass shit from before. How they always been operating. Okay, happiness hater. And then when they peer in, they see what you got going on. You can have a new man, you can have a new business endeavor. You know what I'm saying? You working and being with people that really do love you. And that's where that envy comes in at. Yeah. Relationships is right. Ooh. Is right after that. You're building new relationships without them. And listen, your ass is over here unbothered, traveling on that boat, on that yacht. Now, I'm hearing, don't you worry about a thing. It's doing something to somebody's self-esteem here. Okay, it says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I feel like, and I see guilt in the reverse. I feel like you're really grown into your gifts, Collective. Maybe you could have been a little shy, a little like, I don't know if I want to show this aspect of myself or whatnot. But I feel like you've been doing it. Okay? And I with guilty in the reverse, I don't feel like you feel guilty about it. You like, well, shit, motherfucker, this is me. This is how I am. This is how God built me. This is just what it is. Okay? This is just what it is. Especially in the love department. It was funny because I was listening to one of my other favorite readers, and she was like, She was like, the person I'm with, they're gonna have to be spiritual or have some type of, what does it say? I am open to what is it? I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You can be dealing with somebody who wants to change the ways in which they think. Like maybe you are spiritual and you have a much more like logical way of viewing life. It's like logical and factual way of viewing life. Okay, but she was like, she was like, I gotta have a dude that is spiritual, or you know, again, like I said, have some type of level of awareness. She was like, otherwise, he's just gonna be scared of me. I was like, hey, I feel that. I felt that on such a soul level. I was like, on God, because motherfuckers be realizing, like, how the fuck you know that? And I'm like, you really think that for me to be so well connected with God, that you don't think that he would let me know? You wouldn't think that he would not let me know? A dream, feel it, vibe, especially when you're really connected to someone. Okay, and you want to, as you grown, you want to have a certain type of pure intent towards them, like, especially when you have already been through what you've been through in the past. If you ain't growing, if you ain't changing, it's like you're going to keep running into the same situation, the same type of people, until you have that moment of like a transparency with empathy here, transparency with someone. Okay, so you got people, you definitely got people like do not like these changes that you have been making. All right, with this grudge holder, this can be people that always felt like this. These are the UPS truck passed. That's so funny, y'all. My old heads, you already know what's up with the UPS truck. That's the ops. That is the ops. Ooh, that's the ops. You definitely had some ups. It's FedEx gang. I'm here, Connect gang. Okay. So with this grudge holder, I feel like you really are like, however somebody wanted you to be viewed, whatever it is that they did to try and come up against you, as close as they were to you, like they definitely feel a way as far as like whatever it is that they did, stop trying to stop anything you had going on. This could be somebody who did some type of candle work on you. Okay. Like, pay attention, collective. Sometimes you gotta, like, I'm not saying like test, but okay. Maybe been so used to like holding things in, right? So maybe you've been more vocal about like the things or whatever that tend to make you happy. So like, I don't know, I'm just getting this in the sense of like a friendship, right? This is like somebody talking to a friend about whoever it is that they're with, or something like that, right? And how can I put this? It causing a vibe, as far as like how the other person feels when you speak about like the type of person that you with, or who you're with, or who's making you happy. It's like you really get to see like, dang, motherfuckers really don't want to see you happy. With this empathy energy, with I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation, I feel like it's like a comparison here, right? But with groupie energy, I don't know, I feel like this is a fake ass friend group. They may travel together and shit like that, but it be low key, like it be envy and the plays on self-esteem and all this shit. A motherfucker do they makeup a little bit too good. Motherfucker outfits is hitting a little bit too hard. Shit, motherfuckers aura or energy, or the hair could be different, or they taller, they a little thicker, it's giving that, like, you know what I'm saying? You dealing with somebody who probably like to wear watches on the, when it comes to the masculine energy, you like to wear a nice watch. You know what I'm saying? You like to make sure your shit is iron, is crisp, you got the little smell goods. You like, nah, nigga, I don't want you smelling like me. Okay? Because I'm telling you, sometimes y'all be having, with the karmic friends, motherfuckers want to get close to you so they can damn near be you. It's like people that's not shit, but they want to appear as though they are. Somebody just like do not like to see you happy. This is, I feel like, somebody that likes to test you. But you just, listen, I'm here. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Put money on my mind. Some of y'all could have like been in school, you could be in school about to take a test or something like that. Like, you about to win, collective. Okay? Some of y'all could have got like a graduation or like a push gift. I don't know why I'm getting that too. Like, you know how somebody must have a family with you. You know how you, like, your woman births your child and the man will give her like a push gift or something like that. It's given like a graduation gift. Maybe like you had to push through a lot of obstacles and things like that, and you finally come to some type of point in life, right? So maybe somebody has something promised in regards to what somebody wants to gift to someone. All right, it says winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Okay. Somebody, whoever this lover is, y'all gonna have a lot of haters, okay? With jackpot, this is somebody who's gonna want to buy you anything, like unexpected money. You know what I'm saying? You may just check your account one day and be like, what the heck? How did this get here? Or check your Cash App and you like, what the hell? Who sent me this? And it be them. Like, what? You need to lunch today. You need to pay a bill. You need to get your nails done. But I feel like this person treats you like this because you give them some type of emotional fulfillment that they have never experienced with someone in their life before. It's very like, especially in today's age, day and age, with empathy, somebody who is not like, who is selfless, who is like, okay, I understand if I move this way, it could have potentially caused you to move this way. So let's have an understanding as far as like how that came about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to if you really care about somebody, you really want to understand why people are, or why they grow, or why they change